Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the one and only show? Live from Houston, Texas. It's the go-to girl, professional comedian, TV producer, and founder of MarriedDate.com. It's millionaire matchmaker, Amber Neal.
Hey guys, it is an all new episode of the Amber Neal Show, your favorite comedian, matchmaker, publicist. And today, guys, we have some really special guests on the show today, and we are going to be talking about 14 psychology hacks that you need to know if you want to stay in control of any situation. Maybe you've got a date coming up, maybe you're interviewing for a job, maybe you're trying to negotiate that $1 million deal. Either way, we're going to give you some tips so that you don't let them see you sweat. But first, let me go ahead and welcome in my co-host. Y'all seen him in the NFL. He's part of the NFLPA, best-selling author, Believe So You Can Achieve. He is a philanthropist, and he is the CEO and founder of the Ryan Yarborough Foundation. And my co-host, y'all give it up for Ryan Yarborough. Hey, Ryan.
Thank you.
And we have so much fun with this young lady. She is also a best-selling author, philanthropist. She is doing big things in the community, and she has her own show coming here to the Boss Up Houston Network. We've been having her on as our regular contributor here on the Amber Neal Show. Y'all give it up for Kimberly Mejia.
Yeah.
Hey, Kim. And I understand you brought a special guest along today.
Yes, I brought a special guest, a lifelong friend, very educated attorney Gabriel Giwa. He is a man of many hats, and welcome, Gabe Giwa.
Hey.
Folks, it's going to be in your midst
Tell them where your
this
office
afternoon
located.
for this fun. I believe everything here is going to be fun today.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
All right.
And he's located on the Southwest Freeway. Go ahead, Gabe, and give him your address.
Oh, my address is at 6776 Southwest Freeway, and the suite number is 325.
Awesome.
77074.
An easier way to find all that.
That's my main office.
What's your website? That's usually the easiest way people
My website is giwalaw.com.
GiwaLaw.com, guys.
GiwaLaw.com.
All right, guys. So today we got a really interesting topic. We like to get to know our guests a little bit and find out what really brought you to this point. So out of all the professions in the world, Gabe, what made you decide to become an attorney?
Well, it's just my quest for, in order to help people around, the minority, especially, we have a lot of minority people in Houston, especially, immigrants.
Right.
Because I do a lot of immigration law, and then I've been through immigration myself, so I understand how it works. So a lot of people have been really been messed up. When you meet a lawyer that does not understand the situation of an immigration law, then you get messed up. Especially, we Africans, we have a different way of doing our things. We are from the same background, and then we know how to deal with each other. But, just anybody cannot talk to them. They know, we are very aggressive in every way, so we know how to teach each other and then, romance each other and make them comfortable when they come to your office.
You said aggressive. I'm like, maybe I'm part African because I've been told I'm aggressive as hell. What about you, Kim?
Well, the aggression definitely lives here. I feel like if you haven't learned how to be aggressive in this time of COVID and learn how to pivot and do something, you missed the book.
You're not a real entrepreneur. That's what they say. If you say you're a hustler and you don't come out of COVID better than you were, I don't want to hear that you're a hustler. Because you ain't. You got to pivot. You got to know how to pivot that around. What about you, Ryan? Do you think that it's, have you ever been called aggressive? I mean, you only made it to the NFL, but have you ever been called aggressive?
Yeah, I've been called aggressive 1 or 2 times. Well, no, I've definitely been called aggressive, but I have to offset my aggressiveness sometimes so it don't take over. Yeah, you have to, where I come from, you have to be able to balance yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be able to balance
That's what
yourself.
it is.
Man, this being a native Houstonian myself, I've been blown away with how much the city has changed in the sense of everything going on since COVID. we need to get into the schools. We need to help the kids. We've got to come together as a community. So we're going to be announcing some community efforts that we're going to be making. We'll tell you about that later on in the show. So let's go ahead and jump right in. We're going to jump in and take a quick break real quick and hear from some of our friends of the show. But when we come back, we're going to talk about 14 psychology hacks that I'm telling you don't want to miss this. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Are you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience than cable. Ask me how to get 300 megabits per second for only $35 a month, plus taxes and fees, with no annual contract, no bundles required, and unlimited internet data included. Call Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Again, that is Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Limited availability may not be available in your area. Speed claims based on combined upload and download capacity of internet 300, internet 500, and internet 1000 versus Xfinity, Spectrum, and Cox 400 meg, 500 meg, 600 meg, 1 gig, and 1.2 gig cable services with uploads of 10, 20, and 35 megabits per second. Download max speed is 920 megabits per second for internet 1000. Speed vary, not guaranteed.
Meridate is for committed couples that are either engaged or married and would like to keep the dating in their marriage, fight for the family, and lower the divorce rate one couple at a time. We plan 30 to 50 events a month that include workshops, seminars, webinars, experts, and events all around town. This is for couples that want to develop friendships with other like-minded couples that take their marriage and vows seriously. We will also be offering premarital help so that you will not be a statistic. Would you and your partner like to take international vacations together with other couples and at group rates? When you are home, you will learn your city as you go to each new event. Your membership includes all of our locations. We take the guesswork out of creating, having, and keeping a strong marriage. Contact us today.
Hey singles, do you feel it? The feeling like it's time to start having fun again? If you do, then you're ready to celebrate with Events and Adventures. There's never been a better time to join than right now. Meet new people with a packed calendar of fun events, exciting adventures, and future memories. It's time to live life to the fullest, to high five, skydive, and feel alive again. That feeling is here at Events and Adventures. If you're single and ready to celebrate, visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the Amber Neal Show. I'm your host, Amber Neal, with my co-host, Ryan Yarborough.
I always remember Ryan Yarborough, Mr. Believe, so you can achieve. Right here.
Yes.
Don't forget it. Don't you forget it. Okay?
I like your shirt.
Thank you.
Where can people get a copy of your book?
You can get a copy of my book at my name, RyanYarborough.com. All you have to do is hit that tab up top, say book, and it'll direct you the way you need to go, and we'll get you going.
Awesome. And I understand you got some new products coming out soon.
We have products. We have products. We have camps. We have a few things going. But best thing for you to do is to contact me. Okay? Contact me. Go to the website. You can leave a message. My number is not on there, so once you leave a message, I'll get back to you expeditiously.
Okay.
Depending on who you are and what you want.
RyanYarborough.com, guys. All right, welcome back into the show. Our guest today, we've got Kimberly Mejia.
Kim. Ooh, yeah. Ooh,
And we've
yeah.
got Attorney Gabe with us today.
All right,
He is here
Attorney
to tell
Gabe.
us if our psychology tricks are going to work in the courtroom. We need to know. All right, guys, so let's jump in. So these are some psychology hacks. It's going to kind of help you negotiate whatever kind of situation. We'll see if they work in the courtroom or not, okay, Gabe? Number one, when somebody partially answers a question, wait. Don't interrupt. chances are high that if you just give it a few minutes and don't say nothing, they will continue talking. What do you guys, do you find that true in law?
Yeah, it's very true. We call it leading.
Mm-hmm.
When you put a client, a witness on the witness box, and you ask him a question about something, and it's from that question, after answering it, instead of answering question, can get away from that. What is your name? My name is so. Then they will rest a little bit and then start to go on.
Uh-huh.
Go away from the question you have answered, ask them. Then we call that it's leading. So it's very good. The lawyers will like it because he's going to be telling you more stories. He's going to be making himself look stupid before the jury because he thinks he has a very good story. See, when you ask you a question, what is your name? My name is so. What happened on so date? You tell them specifically. Don't say on that day. After that, the lawyer will say, "Oh, okay, what happened after next?"
Right.
Then you are leading. That's leading is you are leading that person to a place that is not going to make you comfortable because they're going to expose you to more, liabilities. So just answer your question and keep silent and shut up, and then don't go any further before you incriminate yourself. That's what it is. The lawyers like that, because it puts even a lawyer too. When you put a lawyer on the stand, sometimes they start running their mouth. It doesn't matter really. I think it's a human thing.
Yeah.
But it's always very good to be cautious. Just answer the question and then let them ask you another question. So,
Good advice. I love that. What do you guys say?
Well, I have to agree with the attorney here. Who can give us a better lead than the attorney?
I know, right?
That's kind of hard to follow. So I would agree with him. I would say, hey, don't follow the lead. Don't go and lead yourself into more conversation or more problems. Just when somebody's talking, silence yourself and only ask what's being asked. Don't give out too much information because you might set a trap for your own self. So, shh. Be quiet.
You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Know when to hold them and to fold them. Well, when it comes to that particular topic, I have plenty of experience in that. Ever since I was a child, I learned not to talk too much. All right? That's when we had 2 ears and 1 mouth for, you need to listen a little bit or say what you want to say, and let it be done, because the more and more you talk, the more and more you telling on yourself.
Talk yourself into a hole.
Yeah. All right. So we're moving right along to number 2 in the 14 psychology hacks you should know to control in any situation is when you want to get something from someone, frame it as an offer opportunity instead of a request. Anyone is ready to receive an offer or opportunity, okay? And I will have to say that children are very good. They're experts.
Oh, yeah.
At that. Children are experts. Can you agree, brother attorney?
Sure.
Yeah, they know. They give you some ideas. Like, wait a minute, give you some ideas that you can take to the courthouse, right? It's like, wow.
That's true.
Yeah, but when it comes to that, no one wants you coming to them asking them for something all the time. You have to be able to benefit the person that you're asking something from. It has to be a give situation. You can't always expect somebody to give something to you and you're not giving anything back in return.
Yeah.
Anything you want to ask?
That brings us to a concept in law, in contract law. We call it offer and accept. We call it consideration. For you to have a contract, there has to be a consideration. Sometimes you see some real estate that they'll say in the consideration of $1, I convey my property to so. Because if you don't give, you don't have a contract. You have to give. Both sides have to give.
Exactly.
That is what we call it, consideration in contract. Like you said, it's not just a question of taking. It has to be balanced. You have to give up something for something. I don't care how much it is. It could be just a nickel, but stated there that so brought, gave a consideration of so amount or X amount of $5, even $1, to hold this property, and then based on that, you have a contract. But if it doesn't have any consideration, there's no contract. Have to be give and take. Yeah.
Is this true also? Somebody had told me that in Texas that it is not considered a legal contract unless money exchanges hands.
That's exactly what I just said. There has to be
Like
something.
you can't write a contract and sign it, but there's no money.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
there's
saying?
Yeah, there's something
Like-
has to be. For it to be an agreement, both sides have to
Okay.
give something up
Okay.
for it to balance. Not just for somebody giving, like you said, you just go to somebody and, hey, I want this. So what do I get from that? Nothing. No, it's not going to work.
We should have brought him on the last show, right?
Right?
Yeah, we were talking about that in the last
It's
show.
not going to work that way. You have to give us something for something. That's why we call it contract.
Yes, indeed.
I like this next one. It's very interesting. When you meet somebody, notice their eye color because and don't say nothing about it. It's not about mentioning it. It's about so you make sure that you make eye contact. That is the one thing that as the next generation that's always glued to their phone doesn't seem to understand is the eye contact is everything in negotiations. People will believe you, people will buy from you, people will trust you more if you make eye contact with them.
Yes.
What do you say about that, guys? I mean, if somebody was always looking down or looks off or won't hold that eye contact with you, doesn't that make you feel like what's shady about them?
Well, I could look down all I want to when I was being reprimanded by my dad, and I catch my eye. So you can look away, you can do it all you want to. I told you when I'm talking to you to look me directly in the face. And once again, that's respect.
Yes.
I learned that's respect. When I coach as well, I tell some of the young guys, especially this generation, I tell them, man, I'm like, you're not being, funny if you're looking another man in
shady.
his eye. Yeah, that's something. That's a respect factor. Okay, you can look at somebody and be looking through them as well too, but you always want to keep eye contact on somebody that you're talking to. Now, when it comes to the eye color, it depends on what kind of contacts they have on. One day it might be green, and the next day, well, I thought you had blue eyes. I
But I
thought
bet you
had green
remember.
eyes.
Look here, Rainbow. I'm talking to you, okay?
Eye color, it depends on the contact, if you remember.
I think eye contact is very important,
Yes,
especially when you're a speaker.
yes.
In order to get the people's attention, you have to look at them to the eye, and then when you look at them, you get their attention. And unless somebody has something like all those investigators, like a psychologist, when they're asking you a question, they look straight into your eye. If you are lying, they can easily know that this person is lying. You turn your eye and put your eye down like this, they know that they really mean it to that. But when somebody is asking you a question and you're looking at your eye and you're looking at his eyeballs too, you'll be able to read you that say this guy is very sincere in what he's saying. But when you start pushing your eye as if something is wrong, you are not confident of what you are saying. Hey, somebody can translate that to be many things. Maybe he's lying, or he doesn't know what he's doing, or something. It's an example of intimidation.
Yes.
Right.
I've been intimidated by somebody.
Yes, sir.
When
Right.
you can't look at somebody's eye when you're talking to them.
How do
You're
you
not
feel about
bold
that?
enough.
How do you
Well,
feel about
Amber,
eye
the way I
contact?
feel about that, the first time I looked into those big green eyes of yours, I said,
You fell in love?
she's going to be my partner. And that's just how it happened, We had that perfect eye contact, and it was all business. I started seeing dollar signs, and I said, that's going to be my partner. Did it happen like that for you?
No, I just felt scared the way you stared at me. You just scared me to death. I'm like, yes, ma'am. I'll be your partner. Okay, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I'm like, no, I can borrow her clothes. We're gonna be good. I don't care how old we get. We want to borrow each other's clothes, guys. First thing, what size are those shoes? But eye contact is so important. It is. And it's so amazing how when you get that eye contact, you really can get a vibe if somebody's being truthful or not with you. But okay, so let's move on. What's the next one, guys?
The next one is
Call somebody by name or something like that.
Oh, I went to. Okay, excuse me. Okay, number 4 on 14 psychology hacks is name
Times.
times 10 to win a friend. Okay, a person's name is the sweetest sound in the world to that person. To make a person feel special, remember and repeat their name. Say my name. Say my name. Huh?
That's what he
Your
said.
baby,
Say my
kind of
Go ahead,
crazy.
get it, kid.
Don't you
Get
be
it,
the
get
same?
it, kid. Go ahead, kid. Go
Do
ahead.
you use that tactic in interrogations or questioning?
It's always good to, personalize somebody, call him by his first name. When you're talking to him, instead of saying sometimes when you say Mr. Susu, it means that, you are not that familiar. That's a different level.
The bill collectors call you that
But
last
when you
name.
talk to somebody like, oh, Kim, how are you? It means that, there's something I know her very well, and I want to come down to her level so that she can know we can connect. But when I say Mrs. Mayer, it means that,
You're formal.
that is very formal, But in Africa, anyway, this happens, especially in my culture. I'm a Yoruba man, to respect elders too much, You can't call an elder by name. It's, you consider it as being rude of you. Sir, ma'am, you do that to an elder, but your colleague like you, even in a language, somebody you don't know, like somebody I just met you before, now I don't know your age, you don't know my age, I will have to use a respective word that will respect you. I won't call you by your name because I'm not familiar with you. I'll say,
You don't even remember my name.
So in our culture, it's very important. We reference respect a lot.
Yeah.
You don't wake up in the morning and just say, see your dad and say, good morning. No, you have to prostrate and good morning, daddy.
Yeah.
So show some respect. That is our culture, But it's not really universal. But even the Bible says that you have to respect your elders. So it's natural. But in America here, people call their daddy by name. Which I think is very, very bad.
See, we all grew up in a generation that our parents took the Bible literally about the spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah.
Now, parents are scared of kids. So
Yes, exactly.
we've taken God out of every part of it, and we wonder why our kids we're scared of our kids
for
nowadays.
For example, when we were growing up, when our daddy comes with his friends, you dare not even stop there and look at what they're doing. Not to even talk.
That's right.
But these days, when I get home, my child will come and start playing with my head.
That's what my daddy said. Kids are to be seen and not heard. That's the
Hit me
generation
on
we
the
grew up
head.
in.
And we call it
Lord.
love, because I think things have really changed. In Africa too, it's getting to that level, but you still have to, be disciplined because those people are old. They have that respect. That is why this discipline comes in. You can't just talk to an elder anyhow. You have to have it because it is believed that the elder is always correct. No matter what he says, your dad is always correct. And to your parents, even as grown as I am, if I still have my parent, my father, if I do something wrong, he would like to look at me and say, oh, that little boy of last year, of those years, he still believes I'm very little.
That's
He
right.
want to whoop you in the ass. It's always like that. That mentality is there, that always a child is never grown to his parent.
Right.
Amen.
That's right. That's right.
He's still a child.
That's right.
To the parents.
That's true.
You get beat in my household.
I
That's
don't
all I'm
care
saying.
your age.
I believe in that spare the rod, spoil the child. My kids were terrified of me. I kept threatening to drown them all the time, but I wasn't going to really do it. But hey, don't push me. All right, guys. Today we're talking about 14 psychology hacks that you should know to control any situation. We got one more. Then we're gonna take a quick break. Is have zero expectations when you're first trying something new. It prevents disappointments. Just go in with an open mind. Sometimes it's a season, it's a lesson, it's just your bucket list. You just wanted to try to skydive out of a perfectly good airplane. But keep an open mind. Even in a relationship, don't go in with the expectation because then you set yourself up for disappointment. What do you guys say?
Yeah.
I say, anything you do, just like the it's saying, don't have no expectations. So if you get something spectacular out of it, you'll be so overwhelming excited. But if you get nothing out of it and you weren't expecting nothing, you'll still be okay.
Exactly.
So it's better to prevent a broken heart or a big disappointment. Just always go into things not looking exceedingly for that abundance that you're expecting. Just always set your limits, minimize your limits. So when you do get that big surprise, you can be so overwhelming joyful of it. So minimize your limits on expectations.
All right.
Sometimes it's always also so good. On the other hand, for you, when you set a goal to have a high expectation, but you have to give room to failure, disappointment, because anytime you are interacting with another human being, you are susceptible to all kind of variables. You don't know that kind of situation. The kind of state of mind that person is. So you don't always expect something that you want from him, but still your expectation is still very high. Say, hey, this is my goal. But if you don't have me that goal, you have tried your best. You have to be very, very liberal. Think that you can fail, and also that you can make it. Because if you don't fail, you cannot pass.
Believe so you can achieve.
That's true.
Yeah. So when you don't do well in a test, you are given an opportunity to retake it. So that is exactly what life is. So you cannot always be winning. Sometimes you lose. Like you go to court every day. A lot of time you lose. When you lose, hey, as a lawyer, you just pick your bag and go and smile. And the other lawyer too, you still go and shake hands with him, because hey, but the client can be mad, but lawyers they are not mad because they know that
You can't win them all.
anybody can win. Any case you can win any case. It depends on the facts and the law, So anytime, so you have to weigh all those things. So there's always going to be disappointment sometimes. Sometimes you have a very good case, but the law is not on your hand. Or sometimes you have a very good, the law is on your side, but the facts are not on your side.
It's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
There's nothing you can do. If you cannot prove your case there, I don't care how good it looks. It means that you have not sustained your burden. So you can't win the case like that. So, that's why it is. Sometimes, people go to court and come back and say, that lawyer did not do anything well. The lawyer is not God. There are so many variables in court. The judge, sometimes when you get to the court, the mood of the judge is a human being. Maybe he just has a quarrel at home, and he comes to the court like that. You see him sitting down like this as if he's God. If you make any little mistake like that, he's going to call you and start talking to you. But sometimes they will come in and smiling, and they start cracking jokes and say, everybody knows that day that this guy left home very well, this type of thing. We are all human beings, so that's the way life is.
That just means he played golf with his buddy on the golf course that day. He knows that's his buddy sitting on the bench. He ain't got to worry about it. We know politics, guys. All right, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to finish telling you 14 psychology hacks to control any situation. We'll be right back.
Are you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Maridate is for committed couples that are either engaged or married and would like to keep the dating in their marriage, fight for the family, and lower the divorce rate one couple at a time. We plan 30 to 50 events a month that include workshops, seminars, webinars, experts, and events all around town. This is for couples that want to develop friendships with other like-minded couples that take their marriage and vows seriously. We will also be offering premarital help so that you will not be a statistic. Would you and your partner like to take international vacations together with other couples and at group rates? When you are home, you will learn your city as you go to each new event. Your membership includes all of our locations. We take the guesswork out of creating, having, and keeping a strong marriage. Contact us today.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Clarence Miller. I am a native of Huntsville, Texas. I relocated to Houston at the age of 18 with $50 in my pocket and a one-way bus ticket to seek a better life. I have enjoyed a successful business and family life in Harris County for over 48 years, serving businesses, faith organizations in Harris County, and assisting those in need. I have a proven track record of helping people in development communities and infrastructure. I was a small business owner for many years, so I understand the challenges of a small business owner. I was one of the first elected directors, general managers of Northwest Harris County Municipal Utility District 24. During my tenure, I eliminated the government waste, held contractors accountable, built a community center, a new road, paid off $10 million in debt, and we're currently building a $3.7 million park. My priorities are flood control, infrastructure, law enforcement, mental health, public services, job opportunities. As commissioner, I promise to bring a fresh new vision of accountability and leadership to all the residencies of Harris County Precinct 4. Please go to www.millerforcommissioner.com and support the Movement for Change. Clarence Miller, November 22. Thank you.
Are you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Guys, welcome back into the Amber Neal Show. I'm your host, comedian, matchmaker, publicist, Amber Neal. And today we're talking about 14 psychology hacks that, man, you need to check this out, because if you're negotiating that $1 million deal, a new job, a new relationship, you got to know how to understand the psychology of things that can turn people off or turn people on. Maybe that came out the wrong way, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, welcome back in, my co-host, Ryan Yarborough.
Go.
What a fun show, huh? All right.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got two very special guests on the show today. We've got Miss Kimberly Mejia, Real Woman, Real Talk. And we have attorney Gabe. He is back on to tell us, with these psychology hacks that we're dishing out today, we're asking attorney Gabe, is this real? Does this really work in real life? Does this work in the courtroom specifically, in case we have any court cases coming up? But, all right, guys, so this is the next one. To judge a person's character, notice the way they treat people who cannot do anything for them. That's why I always think it's really interesting, especially when you're dating people. And I always recommend meeting people when you're single at events are really good, because you can see, like, how do they treat the wait staff? How do they treat the people they're not attracted to? How do they treat people that they don't feel like they can get something from? What do you guys say? Do you think character is what you can see when you can't get something from somebody?
I definitely think character is something you can see when you can't get something from somebody. You know, me being, a person that's a community liaison and always in the community, I don't get that a lot, because people always think that it's something I have to offer. And many times I don't have everything to offer, but people look at me in a different way, because they're like, oh, she knows this, she knows that. Hey, let me call Kim. She's full of information. So they give me a different perspective. However, I've not noticed with people that can't offer them as much, they're a little down on them. They treat them a little different, be like, oh, they can't do that. Feel like they're worthless sometimes, so like they can't give them the opportunities that they need. But we shouldn't go through life thinking like that, Everybody in the world has something to offer you. But if you don't get to know the depths of their heart, their mind, and their soul, you'll never know what they have to offer. So I feel like you should give everybody that open forum and that open door to see what they have to offer, what opportunities lie in their mind. Don't just assume, don't judge the book by its cover. Because when you open it, you might discover it had much more than you thought that it did.
Wow.
Hallelujah.
Wow.
Well said.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and when it comes to that, just touching on what Kim said, that, I mean, you never know who you're talking to. So you always want to treat somebody like they're somebody, okay? But I tend to, using the example that Amber used, out in the public, the people, the help, quote unquote help, that's the first people that I'm going to talk to. And that's the people that I'm going to talk to the most, okay? Because one, they really know what's going on, all right? And two, if you're trying to get to that person that's on the stage, you're going to be waiting for a long, long time, okay? So in the meantime, continue to build your relationships with anybody that you encounter in life. It doesn't matter who it is. You always have to be you don't always have to be nice, but try to be as nice as you possibly can to anybody that you encounter.
The other side to that situation is that you cannot always predict human beings. People do pretend. Whatever the situation, there are some people that can adapt to any situation. No matter what it is, that person is comfortable. If you tell him this, if you want him to be a comedian, within a second, he's going to be a comedian. If you want him to be a very serious guy, you see him frowning. So sometimes, the contention or the way you look at him can be very deceptive.
In other words, I got one word for you, Attorney Gabe, sociopath.
Say sociopath.
Sociopath. What was that?
Psychopaths are born,
Right,
sociopaths are made.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Don't
That's
go.
just people that grew up in hardship.
People are different. A lot of times people can, that's why you have actors. People act differently. They're not acting themselves.
They're
Those
saying
are
the
the-
representative.
those people are the kind of people I don't want to deal with. Because I want you to be sincere and let me know who you are.
That's right.
So that you can, who you are dealing with.
Exactly.
Yeah, because when people start acting this, changing from here to there, you know that that kind of person is not reliable.
That's true.
What's the next one, Ryan?
The next one is, after you state your position in a negotiation, wait for a while. Once again, this touching on something we were talking about a little earlier. But if you continue to speak, you are not speaking in your favor. Old saying, he who speaks first loses. Okay? And that's touching on something we were talking about a little earlier. No doubt. When you standing firm on your negotiation, stand on it. Okay? Is $50. Okay? Or I'm not doing it until Thursday at 4:00. All right? And let it be said, let it be done. Okay? Because when you continue to be overly flexible, then people not gonna take you seriously. All right? They're gonna think that they can just pick a time when they want to pick, do what they want to do, and things of that nature without me getting too overly detailed. But when you say something, just stand on what you're saying and let the other person think about it.
I agree. People just speak out of fear. They start blah, 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 blah. I even did that even on the stage when I first started doing comedy. I would have to I would just blah, 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 blah. I would be so scared of the silence. I would be so scared of them not laughing that I just talk all over my jokes. But you got to learn you got to know when to shut the heck up. Okay. The next one, after you state your position in negotiation, we already did that one. Okay. Chewing gum while doing something nerve-wracking calms your brain. Do you guys find that that's true for you?
Not me.
You can't chew gum in court, huh?
No.
Not when you're talking to the
That's
judge.
not right.
What can you chew on in the courthouse?
Well, I don't chew gum, but as I can see, I do have my cough drop because I don't want to be coughing on y'all. So,
And she's COVID free, guys.
and I'm COVID free, but I have the
That's
after
a
COVID
side
cough.
effect, yeah.
It is a side effect, and I cough a lot, and people be looking like she got COVID. But I do think that if you're doing business, you shouldn't be chewing gum. You really shouldn't be eating candy, but I'm doing it for a reason because I don't want to be coughing over everybody. But I think it's a respect thing.
Yeah.
If you're talking to people, how you look sitting there? No. Get some class. That's ghetto-ish. So, no, have mannerism and all that you do.
Spit
is
it
what I
out
say.
before you go into the meeting,
Yeah,
is what
spit
you're
it out.
saying.
You know how y'all used to get the gum and you spit it out, you stick it on the table. You know you still do it. Just do something, but take it out your mouth.
Oh my God, Ryan, what's the next one? What's the next one?
Yeah, well, okay. When you're learning something, teach someone about it.
Ooh,
That way, you will remember it more easier in the process of teaching. I absolutely, positively agree with that, because if you can teach somebody something, then you have a little understanding.
Grip.
Yeah.
Grip on
Right.
that.
Yeah,
on
you
the
get a
subject,
little
on the
understanding
subject.
if you can teach somebody.
Yes.
So no, I totally agree with that statement right there.
Yeah. Just, when you impact knowledge on somebody, those type of things you will never forget, because it's part of you.
Yeah.
And that person that you are trying to give that knowledge to will always remember you that, hey, I learned this thing from this guy. Because this world, you learn every day. Nobody's too old to learn.
Amen.
That's right.
Every time you go out and come in, you have to go home and say, oh, did I learn anything new today? Because every day you meet new things.
Amen. And that's the thing. And the bigger message of it is live in an abundance mentality and not a fear-based deficit mentality, because people, that's why it's so hard to find, like in sales careers, it's hard to find people that can be a successful sales manager if they're still selling, because they're so scared to teach what they know because they're still competing. But a really good teacher, a really good mentor will want you to go further. They will want you to go beyond, because at the end of the day, they might be better than you at one thing. Doesn't mean they're better than you at everything. But if you're a really good mentor, you're going to share the knowledge.
Right.
Okay,
I say,
live in abundance.
I say, write the vision and make it plain. Just write the vision and make it plain. Keep it simple. Life is not about secrets, so any wisdom that you obtain should be willing to be the wisdom of sharing. So if it's something that you want to embrace somebody else and make them more knowledgeable of what's going on with something that you're doing, it's a safe practice to teach the others that follow. So don't try to keep all the knowledge and wisdom to yourself. That's what God give it to us, so it can be shared.
Amen.
So write the vision and make it plain.
Right.
What's the next one, Ryan?
It is. The next topic on 14 hacks is most people's favorite subject to talk about is themselves. Okay? If you don't know what to talk about or have some awkward silence, just ask them questions. All right? I'm the opposite of this. I don't like to talk about myself unless I need to talk about myself. Okay? So, therefore, I don't have a problem with talking about anything or being silent about anything. So this right here is for the people. Help them out. Help the people that need help in that particular area.
I think I agree with you, because when you talk too much about yourself, it's like a self-serving. That's what it is. And then because it means that you are selling yourself, unless you are in the business of selling yourself.
Right.
That you are talking about yourself, trying to promote yourself. Otherwise, it's always good to listen. Smart people, they are good listeners. You can talk from now to there, we just looking at you.
Right.
You don't know what is in his mind, whether it's agreeing with you or not. So such people, they are very dangerous, because they are very, very intelligent. But when you see people that talk and they don't listen to other people's opinion, so they just always talk like they are the best talkers, and they don't make any sense most of the time.
Right.
So that's to be a good listener, man.
And if you do find yourself in an awkward situation, just ask questions.
Yes.
I mean, but real, genuine questions, not fake questions.
Right.
Like, where are you from? What part of town did you grow up in? Like, what do you like to eat? Like, what's your, what do you like to do? Just ask when you want to.
As a matter of fact, no question is stupid unless for those ones that are not asked.
That one. See,
Yeah.
that's the only dumb question.
Every question is important.
Right.
So the person that is asking the question, if he knows it, he won't ask you the question about
Exactly.
it. So it's left for you to say, hey, I can answer it, or you don't want to answer it.
All right, guys. And did you know that if you can bring yourself to force a smile, that you will actually improve your mood?
Yeah.
Right?
See.
Laughter is another sort of therapy. If you laugh, people that smile a lot, they hardly get depressed.
Yeah.
Because it's the content of your mind. When you, if you are not happy, you can't open your teeth, no matter how bright it is. That's
But how much you pay for that smile?
But when you're happy within yourself, people would know that. Oh yes,
That's right.
Look at the way they smile.
That's
Smile
right.
so happy. At that it might not be your usual way of things, but once show people that, they believe that, oh yeah, something good is happening to this man today. So it's good to laugh or smile.
Takes more
Because
muscles
it
to
takes a lot
frown.
of pressure away from you.
They'd say it takes a lot more muscles to frown than it does to smile.
Yeah.
But it's a hack that you can do. So if you're having a really bad day and you're fighting with your spouse or the kids are driving you crazy, and you've got to separate that when you come into your workplace.
Oh, yes.
So you've got to, even if you just sit there and grin at yourself a little crazy in the mirror, that life hack will help you out. All right, guys. So what's the next?
What you got to say about that, Kim?
I would say I love that question because I remember when as a young woman in my 20s, I had two friends, and one of the friends was always, I'm always a smiler, and the other one was a smiler and a giggler. My other friend hated this girl because she was always happy, and I just thought that was so annoying. She took the joy that she had inside of her, and she hated her for it. And
She's miserable.
She was miserable, and I embraced her smile, and because I'm always a smiley person. So I'm just saying, I always walk around with this shining smile on your face. It drives people mad.
That's what they say.
It drives people
Nobody
mad.
cares
So,
when you cry, but if you smile, you're gonna make them. You're gonna make them
you make
crazy.
them mad. So I mean, keep your energy, and always have a smile. Don't let nobody turn your smile upside down because they're not happy with themselves.
Exactly.
Go through life and embrace life with a sunrise and smile all day. It's a good mood to be in.
Amen.
We still alive.
What's the next one,
Hey,
Ryan?
wow. And then touching on that, when you stand, you need to stand straight up. Okay. This time, stand up straight, sit up straight. Okay. It's gonna show that you look more confident, and you will actually feel more confident. Which is true. Slouching.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Love that.
Slouching. Leaning. I mean, unless you're driving, you can lean a little bit. All right.
In H-Town,
But
for sure.
yeah, but besides that, have good posture. Okay.
Yeah.
Good posture goes a long way, long way.
Can you read into that as far as reading into the body language in court if you're trying to ask questions and they're kind of slouched?
Yes. Body language is very, very important.
Yes.
Oh, yes. When you're, talking to somebody, you put somebody on the witness box and you are talking to that person, the way he reacts, the body language, it speaks volume. Oh, yes.
Telling on yourself, people. Telling on yourself. All right, guys, we got a couple more, and then we got to get out of here. What is the next one? With kids, frame things in a way that gives them a choice. You want the red shirt or the blue shirt, but either way, they know it's time to put on a shirt, okay? And it works with adults, too. If you give people, I always tell people, if you really want something, don't ask them a question they can say no to. Give them a choice between two things that are a yes either way.
That makes sense.
All right, boom, drop the mic on that one. What's the last one, Ryan?
Hey, okay, moving right along. When asking for favors, use the word because. No matter how simple the reason, the word because make them think it must be okay because there is a reason. Give me a reason to want you back.
All right, guys. Y'all want to add anything to that before we get out of here? Take a break?
Well, yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. But when I'm laying out clothes on the next to last one, my kids don't have no choice. It's what you in.
I'm gonna say I say because I need you to do it.
Yeah.
Because I said it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's my dad, because I said so.
Right.
Go pick your belt. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not traumatized at all. Okay. All right, guys, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, we are going to give you our afterthoughts. But before we get out of here, let's hear from our guest today, Kim, Attorney Gabe. How do we get in touch with you guys?
Okay. If you Google my name,
My man.
He said, Google me.
My man.
you see my name.
Tell him.
Google, call anywhere. I've I've been in this business. I've been practicing law in Houston for 30 years now. So a lot of people, when you mention my name, a lot of people will know, oh, I've met this guy before. Whether it was bad or good, and at least I've met with him sometime, and then, hey, at least you can still remember that person. So I have an office. My main office is at Southwest Freeway.
Okay.
Between on Hickory, between Colorado Men's Club. And
Everybody knows where that is.
And the Hilton Hotel.
Even the Northsiders know where the Colorado
I've
Club
been there
is.
since '97. So and then I have some other offices. I have an office in Pasadena, and that office in Pasadena, the only thing we do there is immigration.
Okay.
So and then I have another one on Westheimer. So I shuffle around between those 3 locations, And then my main office is Southwest Freeway. I'm always there.
Okay.
So you can always get me.
6776.
Yeah, the phone number is 713-532-2500.
Perfect.
I don't specialize in anything. I do whatever pays my bill. That's what I do.
Well, we had so much fun having you on the show today. We got to bring you back. You're funny. We got to bring you back.
The law is so vast. You can't if you specialize or something. I don't believe in them because it only means that just your knowledge. You are not spreading your knowledge because. You can, there's always a way. If you don't know, if there's a question, because every day in law you meet new situation, scenario that has never happened to you before that you never met.
Right.
You say, wow, it's always a challenge. Sometimes pick up the phone, you call one of your colleagues, because if I have not handled that kind of case before,
somebody who can.
Somebody has. I know that nobody's reinventing any wheel. Everything is already there. Somebody has answered and have done it before, and if you cannot get anybody that has done it, you're really interested in that money, and you feel that it will impact your knowledge, then you can go to, you can start doing research on it.
That's right.
That's what we do. Lawyers, we do research every day because the law changes every day.
Amen.
You have to continue to read every minute.
Got to keep up with it.
Exactly. So that is the way it is. And America is a very litigious society, which is better than other societies where people will take gun and start killing each other over $2. But here they believe in going to court, man. I'll take your ass to court.
Yeah, get my $2.
Yeah, $2 holler.
Now, what's the interest rate?
I'm going to call my lawyer now. I'll call my lawyer on your ass, man. I like that when they say that,
I'm going to be saying that a lot more, and I'm going to send them right to you. All right, guys, we got to take a break, but what is your contact info, Kim?
My website is, again, www.realwomanrealtalk.com, and my social medias are Real Woman Real Talk, Facebook group Real Woman Real Talk, and KMEJIA.com. Those are my websites. Check me out, order some of those products, get those books. Real Woman Real Talk.
Real Woman Real Talk.
Real Woman Real Talk. It's a man's world. Real teen real talk. Real Woman Real Talk. Get those products. Remember the website, www.realwomanrealtalk. Everything is Real Woman Real Talk. All social media.
Ryan. And get his book, guys. Believe so you can achieve.
That's all. Believe so you can achieve over here, right here. Wham, wham. Stand up tall. All right. Stand up tall like that. All right. Stand up straight. RyanYarbrough.com. Peace and blessings.
All right, guys. For more information, if you want to create a show, you want to be on the show, you want to become a friend of the show by sponsoring the Amber Neal Show, hit us up, amberneal.com. And if you want more information about the network, BossUpHoustonNetwork.com. And when we come back, we're going to leave you with our afterthoughts. We'll be right back after this.
Events and Adventures knows how to make the most of being single. Get social, in person, try new things, and just have fun. Join Events and Adventures. We've been doing the single life right for over 30 years. 30 great events every month. Just visit eventsandadventures.com.
AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience than cable. Ask me how to get 300 megabits per second for only $35 a month, plus taxes and fees, with no annual contract, no bundles required, and unlimited internet data included. Call Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Again, that is Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Limited availability may not be available in your area. Speed claims based on the upload and download
Married is for committed couples that are either engaged or married and would like to keep the dating in their marriage, fight for the family, and lower the divorce rate one couple at a time. We plan 30 to 50 events a month that include workshops, seminars, webinars, experts, and events all around town. This is for couples that want to develop friendships with other like-minded couples that take their marriage and vows seriously. We will also be offering premarital help so that you will not be a statistic. Would you and your partner like to take international vacations together with other couples and at group rates? When you are home, you will learn your city as you go to each new event. Your membership includes all of our locations. We take the guesswork out of creating, having, and keeping a strong marriage. Contact us today.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Clarence Miller. I am a native of Huntsville, Texas. I relocated to Houston at the age of 18 with $50 in my pocket and a one-way bus ticket to seek a better life. I have enjoyed a successful business and family life in Harris County for over 48 years, serving businesses, faith organizations in Harris County, and assisting those in need. I have a proven track record of helping people in development communities and infrastructure. I was a small business owner for many years, so I understand the challenges of a small business owner. I was one of the first elected directors, general managers of Northwest Harris County Municipal Utility District 24. During my tenure, I eliminated the government waste, held contractors accountable, built a community center, a new road, paid off $10 million in debt, and we're currently building a $3.7 million park. My priorities are flood control, infrastructure, law enforcement, mental health, public services, job opportunities. As commissioner, I promise to bring a fresh new vision of accountability and leadership to all the residencies of Harris County Precinct 4. Please go to www.millerforcommissioner.com and support the Movement for Change, Clarence Miller, November 22. Thank you.
Yes, this is Kimberly Mejia, aka Real Woman Real Talk. Such a great time being here on the Amber Neal Show today. It was so fantastic here with attorney Gabe Giwa, Ryan, and Amber Neal. This was a wonderful conversation about psychology hacks you should know to control any situation. And I really love being in control of my situations. You know, we went over so many different topics: how to be patient, how to not interrupt when people are talking and be respectful. You learn more when you listen. And when you want to get something from someone, take a part of being an opportunist to try to get that and receive an opportunity. Meet people and always give the eye contact. And make sure you give an eye contact so people can be in tune with you and get those connections. So this has been a great opportunity before me today. I just love the atmosphere, and I just love the talks we had. Please follow me at Real Woman Real Talk, www.realwomanrealtalk.com, Instagram Real Woman Real Talk, Facebook group Real Woman Real Talk. Remember today, give all of you. Make sure you're putting your best foot forward in whatever you do. Real Woman Real Talk.
Oh, my name is Gabe Giwa. It's been fun here today, being in this Amber Neal Show. This is my first time of this experience. I learned a lot, and I believe that people that are listening, that have some interaction with our discussions, have really learned a lot too. Because everything here is fun. This is what we discuss here today is just about life, about things that we do every day that we take for granted. We don't even know the concept of some of these things. As human beings, our relationship with each other, when you meet people, the way you get close to them, your eye contact, your perception of other people, the way you look at the situation. If you want to have a friend or business person, the way you talk to that person, sometimes you have to be formal, sometimes you just have to be casual, depending on what the situation is. So life is about changing, and then you have to be able to change your mood anytime to to the circumstances around you, because there are always different people that you have to meet. Some people you meet them at the first instant, they don't like you, they don't want to see you. You just know that that is a human thing. Don't take it personally. It happens all the time. So, but on all, I think this was a very great show, because it deals with human being, and that's what we do every day. Especially in my profession, we meet people of all kind of race, background, and everything. Especially when it comes to divorce and all the rest of it, criminal things and all the rest of it. People have a lot of things. Before they get to a lawyer, sometime they are so high up. They feel, oh yes, this is the end of it. People have come to my office before. A couple, they were fighting over nothing. So when I sat them down and started giving them examples, I said, look guys, you don't have any problem, man. The guy that just left here, this is a problem and this is what happened. Your situation is better. They say, oh my God, I didn't know that. And then, they went home and resolved their problems. So, we've got to be able to solve people's problems, and then try as much as possible, to be, to be intimate with some friends, and then do things with other people, interact with people, makes you feel happy and releases your stress. Thank you. My address is 6776 Southwest Freeway, Suite 325, Houston, Texas 77074. I've been in this law practice since 1992, so I'm not a child on the scene. So I've done a lot of things. I've helped a lot of people. So you can call me on my phone anytime, 24/7. I have other locations in Houston, but this is the main office where I'm always at. And I do a lot of things: immigration, personal injuries, criminal work, and anything, like I said, anything that pays my bill. That's all. Thank you. It's nice seeing you guys. It's been fun today.
All right, all right. Peace and blessings to you today. This is Mr. Believe So You Can Achieve, Ryan Yarborough. Today on our show, we spoke about 14 psychological hacks that you need to use in any situation, okay, in life. Such as when people are talking, or when you say something and you say what you have to say, stop. You don't have to keep explaining yourself, okay? Say what you say, let it be done, let the other person respond. Then you can go, not necessarily go back and forth, but then you can respond back if you feel it's needed, okay? Another thing is, just like I'm looking directly at you in this camera, when you talk to somebody where I come from, you need to look them directly in the eye. Because if I didn't look my dad in the eye when I was getting reprimanded, I was going to catch one. All right? And I still believe that throughout the rest of my days. When I was in college, when I was as an adult, I still looked at people directly in their eye for the simple fact that I want to know where they're coming from, and I'm sure they want to know where I'm coming from, okay? Another thing is having confidence in yourself, standing straight up, sitting straight up, okay? Good posture, okay? That shows confidence, all right? But last but not least, as I always tell you, believe so you can achieve, all right? Right here, believe so you can achieve. In order for you to get ahead in life or to get things that you want in life, you should check out some of the 14 hacks, and you'll be able to see it on amberneal.com. But the main way that you can contact me at is on my website, RyanYarborough.com. Repeat that again, RyanYarborough.com. You can catch me on there, and I usually get back to people. I'm not going to say usually, but I'll get back to you within 24 hours, all right? So have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace and blessings once again, and always believe so you can achieve.
Hey guys, it is your girl matchmaker comedian Amber Neal. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. We had some really great guests. We had attorney Gabe and Kim on the show. And Kim has just become a regular, I know, right? She is so funny. You never know what she's going to say, but you know it's going to be a real woman with some real talk. And that's why she has her own show coming up too. But today, guys, there's probably 100 psychology hacks that you can really use when it comes to relationships. But you know what the best one is? Be honest. Being honest is it. Be honest, because when you lie, then you got to remember the lie, and you got to remember what you said. If you just be genuine, and that's the thing we talked about in the relationship, and like attorney Gabe said, people can fake it. They can fake any kind of personality, any kind of position or authority, but eventually that mask is going to fall off. So whether it's dating, relationships, you're trying to apply for a job, no matter what it is, just be authentic. Be yourself. There's a lot of psychology hacks you can take, and especially when it comes to sales and trying to close deals. But you know what? People buy from who they like, and people buy from who they trust. So at the end of the day, if you're trying to secure that relationship or that bag, go ahead and start with being honest. I promise you, you'll never regret it. We'll see you next time here on the all-new Amber Neal Show. Take care.
Maridate is for committed couples that are either engaged or married and would like to keep the dating in their marriage, fight for the family, and lower the divorce rate one couple at a time. We plan 30 to 50 events a month that include workshops, seminars, webinars, experts, and events all around town. This is for couples that want to develop friendships with other like-minded couples that take their marriage and vows seriously. We will also be offering premarital help so that you will not be a statistic. Would you and your partner like to take international vacations together with other couples and at group rates? When you are home, you will learn your city as you go to each new event. Your membership includes all of our locations. We take the guesswork out of creating, having, and keeping a strong marriage. Contact us today.